We are at the beautiful Hundith Hill. Sandra, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. I've been at worse places.
No, well, look at the view. We've got exciting times because we've just taken on a new chef.
Okay. What's your chef called?
Darren.
Let's go and meet him. We are in this pristine kitchen here in the depths of Hundith Hill, and they've got a new chef. Right, just tell people what's your name.
Darren Pilling.
I've known you since 2005.
Yeah, it probably is about that. When I moved up here to the Bower House back in, it would have been about 2005. Yeah, my lad was about 3 or 4 year old at the time. Nice. So yes.
Bower House Beef Fest.
The Beef Fest. That was why I moved here, because of the Beef Fest. Exactly that. Yeah, yeah.
Was your Blackpool lad originally?
Well, I lived there for a while. Yeah, I worked at the Dalmeny in Blackpool, and then the same family that used to own the Bower House. So I did a couple of years for them there, and then they asked if I wanted to have a bit of a change of life and move to the Lake District, and I never really looked back since then, really.
So where are you from originally?
Bolton.
What a kitchen this is.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing kitchen. Yeah, it's one of the main factors that pulled me into it. Once I came for my interview, I had a crack with the owners who were fantastic, and then I asked if I could have a look around the kitchen, and that was their deal. But it was for me, it was like a bit of a deal maker, should we say? Yeah, definitely.
You tend to stay in places for quite a while. You don't hop, skip, and jump. Bower House then, where?
I did about 3 or 4 years at the Bower House, then I went to the Penningtons, did about the same 4 years there, something like that. So I tend to be about 4 year stints almost, really. Okay. And then I moved on from there to, at the Penningtons, it was a good job because I went to head chef at the Pennington, and then they also had the Cellar Park, there was a chef there. Yeah. And then we took over the Pooley Bridge Inn, the Boot Inn, I took over the weddings at the Castle. So that kind of like gave me a little bit more to sort of get my teeth sunk into, really, you know. And then from that, after about 4 years of that, I went to Urton Hall, over near Estelle Way. Yeah. And then from there, again, about 3 or 4 years there, and then up to Keswick from that, really, until coming here.
Right, okay. So 2028, where are you going after that?
Well, I'm going to retire.
I don't blame you. Right, okay, so all this experience, good places that you've worked in, and now you've landed here, brilliant place, Hundith Hill. So you must know what you're doing.
Well, I mean, I get away with people thinking that, I think. Yeah.
Sandra was saying your salmon was absolutely bang on.
Well, it was just salmon Wellington with black pudding, trying to like put a little bit more of a modern spin on a classic dish, really, because it's quite a traditional place, Hundith Hill. A lot of the food's quite traditional. All fresh, all beautiful, coming in from really good suppliers. But I thought that maybe rather than going a bit too far out there straight away, we'll put some relatively well-known dishes on, and then just put a bit of a modern twist on them, really. Okay.
What's your favourite cracking dish, man?
My favourite to cook? Yeah. Oh man, I mean, it's got to be Lancashire hot pot, isn't it?
Is it on this menu?
No, it's in egg. No, but I'm a Lancashire boy, aren't I? So, I was back in the day when Bolton was part of Lancashire, right? Yeah, okay.
Food-wise then, are you responsible for lunches and dinner, or just dinner? What's the crack?
Well, I think the place is quite sort of like settled and quite established with the buffets, weddings, etc. So hopefully what I'm going to do is look at changing the specials, changing the restaurant menu. We're going to sort of like bring it a bit more up to date. We're looking at doing like a set seasonal menu. So it's a new idea we've only really talked about today. So I'm going to be looking at speaking to the suppliers over this next week, and then looking at putting a summer menu in. Really nice, fresh, local produce, as much as we can get locally anyway from Cumbria. And then we're going to take it from there and try and look at sort of like tweaking up the restaurant menus. I mean, the buffets and the weddings, if they ain't broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? That's the bread and butter of this place. And now it's about bringing in the new customers, bringing in that younger generation, really, that we want in the dining room.
Instacrack and all that.
Well, yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Right, okay. Feedback so far?
Feedback's been very good so far, yeah, very good. We've had some good comments. We've had a handwritten letter off one of the locals to say thank you for lunch, which has never happened before. So I was quite happy with that. Something different, you know. Nice little personal touch, you know. But I think this place there's a lot of people that come here every week, and they've come here and they've had the same thing all the time. Yeah. So for them to try something a bit different and enjoy it, for me, that's like a tick in the right box. It's a move in the right direction.
We'll keep an eye on your socials.
Yeah.
People need to go and follow Hundith Hill on the socials, because you'll be updating. When's this new seasonal menu coming in?
Well, I mean, we're going to be looking at developing this over the next week or so. So keep an eye out on the Facebook page, really, and then I'll be putting up dishes for that, and then putting them on the specials, just to see what people think about it, really.